results, you know, I think we can feel this too. Are we setting the tone? Are we gaining confidence? Are they losing steam? Are they fearing the next time we're out? I think those are things we can feel and we can see on the sidelines. You know, even as a player, I think you start becoming aware of what you can do to an opponent and affect their sideline and their morale and what their fans are like. I think that's important. See you next down. Let's cut down on loss of consciousness, the stingers. That's letting us know we're tackling better. We're putting more hurt on them, not that we're trying to hurt people. You know, so BC with these things on it. We're trying to, you know, lay wood to folks, but we want to make sure it's fun. We're looking forward to hitting, and no one's a better tackler than the kid that I can't wait to hit. Okay? They're just, yeah, they're eager, they're excited to get out there. They'll be a better tackler that way than like, all right, I got to lay one out for the team because this is probably going to knock me out because I'm already seeing butterflies or I'm already feeling pinpricks going down my arms. I've said this before, it doesn't show up on the grass. I want to keep moving through here so we can get to more drills. I want to talk about some warm-up stuff, stretching, weightlifting, some things to do with the medicine ball. And I think probably what I'll do here, let me just sit down and go through some of the exercises we wanted to kind of show you guys, because that's kind of the fun stuff to see in the exercise. Here's a warm-up drill we have. Call it 1, 2, 3 touch. Take every third step, we bend our knees and touch the ground. Notice when we tell guys be a knee bender, not a waist bender, chest stays up, eyes stay forward. Key here is tell the guys to keep moving. Don't stop their forward progress, because you'll see that. Guys will take 1, 2, 3 step and touch. No, they've got to keep moving, they've got to keep flowing through. But this is just a basic drill. Instead of just telling a kid to bend his knees, give him a drill that forces him. And now, instead of maybe the lineman jogging 4 laps, they do, 50 yards of this, getting your big guys to bend their knees. And that's kind of what we like to do with drills, is force them into the better technique. Reaching reverse lunge. We want to make our stretching functional. We want to keep guys moving. We want to give them less time to BS, and I'll talk about that the next time or the next presentation. This is just a simple lunge. We hold it for 2 seconds. I can touch my glute here because I'm actually going to, as guys get the movement down, I'm going to tell them, tighten that butt cheek on the side of the leg that goes back, reach up and away like you're blocking a kick. Athlete's going to stretch this hip flexor all the way up and through here. I won't go through all the musculature, but really this is helping our triple extension, not only to run faster, especially after they've had 8 hours sitting on their bums in class all day. It's going to lengthen these muscles out, so the length between the legs and the running improves. It's also going to improve their ability to use their butt and hamstrings when they triple extend and hit people. All good things. Hang clean pull. Sometimes referred to as a power shrug. A lot of teams do a power clean. Sometimes doing a hang clean. What I like with this hang clean pull is it's purely teaching the strict triple extension of our hips, knees, and ankles. I'll just let you see it from the front, and I'll talk more from behind. So you can see why it would be called a power shrug. But really, the movement is all done by my hips, my quadriceps, my glutes, hamstrings, a little bit of my calves, as we extend up and really throw our chest up to the ceiling. The shrug typically happens. I'm more concerned with this and teaching guys this. And this is a little bit like, we'll show a demo of this for 30 seconds. The way we generate as a business is we break this down then for 2, 3, 4 minutes of instruction so coaches know how to teach it, especially for kids who are struggling. And now we're getting that triple extension. Athletes are pushing through their feet correctly, and now you can train a room of 50, dare I say 100 guys to do a power clean better by breaking it down in this first step of the progression. Another great thing about this, because we like our guys moving weight, and the kids like to move weight too, we can put massive amounts of weight on this and be very, very safe. Obviously getting it off the ground or having it in our hands is probably the smartest thing. We have to do it first. Athlete keeping their back straight, their shoulders over their knees. But now, say an athlete power cleans 100 pounds as a max for 1 rep. You can put 125 and do it for 5 reps with this exercise. I like the confidence advantage we get with that. And I like functionally what this is teaching our hips. Be able to drop a jump. That's what the 6-inch punch is meant to teach, and it's a quick, explosive, short movement. Again, it's only 6 inches. We don't need it much more, otherwise it's, I think they call it the Kentucky Sumo. No one here from Kentucky, right? But the ballroom swing that comes like that, unless the guy's, half cocked and drunk, you're not going to hit him. You're not going to knock out the champ that way. Shorter, impactful movements get the job done. And that's what we're teaching with this drill. Throwing the chest up, getting that extension. Feet won't come off the ground, but the heels will. Here's some of the cool med ball jump stuff. And I think the med ball is probably the most versatile tool you can have in a weight room. If I had my brothers and if I needed weights or a med ball, I'd choose a med ball because of the versatility of what it offers. This is just a quick reaction drill, affording the athlete the ability to learn how to get into a position of purpose quickly and correctly. Hands over the ball drops, I drop my hips, and I jump here. You can even do it with just the med ball drop, just getting the athletes to learn how to drop into it. The jump forces a quick jump, not just their highest jump. So we measure vert, right? How high a guy can jump. How often have we measured or at least trained or coached how quick you can jump? Because as you all know, pass coverage or even hitting someone, it's not the biggest jump. It's sometimes the quickest, the jump you don't see. And again, the drill takes care of itself. They won't catch the ball if they don't drop their hips fast. They won't get off the ground if they don't jump quick. That's what we want with that.
How heavy was that medicine ball, Chris?
You know what? The lighter the better at first. I wouldn't get too much heavier than 5 kilograms, 10, 12 pounds with the bigger guys. You'll see with the smaller guys or guys not as astute, just putting that ball in front of them will round their back. Use a basketball at first. Force them to keep their back straight. Force them to keep their shoulders underneath. Again, the hit isn't going to be here, it's up. We can start training that in the off season. Medicine ball repeat barrel toss. So for those of you who don't know a barrel toss, look at this young fine athlete right here. He's just going to throw this ball up in the air like granny toss. Similar to a caber toss in the Nordic games. He just wants to launch that thing up from between his legs. He's doing it from a good stance. What gets fun here, he's going to let the ball bounce once and time up that drop and jump. We even teach him quick at your feet, so we start hardwiring that habit. Quick, 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 and he drops and jumps. Similar movement, this time he throws the ball, so he has that reactivity and he doesn't hit any lights. But that's the idea there. Integrating and bleeding the idea of quickening my feet, drop and jump, and now he can get off and up and down with me. We have one more from this set of drills because 2 is better than 1, 3 is even cooler. Imagine doing this with 2 guys. And now you gotta have some space with this, but you're getting guys to accelerate, quickening their feet and getting to that point of attack. Having to move their body, come to balance, drop and jump, and launching it. Now, these guys are totally brother-in-law on each other. Imagine doing this on a quarter of the field with 3 or 4 guys, and now everyone has an assignment. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go in order. And you completely try to screw your buddy over. And now this is a conditioning drill that's teaching healthy habits for football and for any sport. Run to get there, quicken your feet, and now you explode and get that thing up. Throw it backwards to the side. You just got to give your guys a little bit of room to do it. Everyone's hitting plyos, box jumps. We call these a loaded box jump, in that we want the athlete loaded, knees bent, hands cocked, and really this is to teach and get rid of the gathering thing that can happen with guys tackling. I know on a blindside shot, it's great. You really can put some power into it, much like when you're jumping on a box and you have time, you can rear up. It's awesome. For the most part, a lot of football hits happen. The hands have to go now. There's no time to gather them. Boom. We got to explode up. A 4-second hold is plenty. It could be on reaction. I think that's a great way to work as a team. Load up, hold, fire, boom. And everyone's out in the box and off. And now if it's a line of guys going through, we're using benches, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could jump in the air. All the box does is save the wear and tear on the guy's legs from having to hit the ground. So this box could be here. I still want to jump my highest and quickest, use the box as a sort of parachute to cushion and take some of the trauma off my legs with the landing. But that's the idea behind it. Boom! Jump quick and get up there. That's what we want to transfer over, especially as we're engaging a blocker, shocking and shedding and getting off.